Don't blink too hard, you might knock loose the tiny arachnids living on your eyelashes. Demodex mites, which have 8 legs and elongated, slug-like bodies, like to feed on the waxy oil your eyelash follicles secrete, explains Jeffrey Miller, MD, an allergy and immunology specialist and president of Mission Allergy. Dr. Miller says these eyelash mites are almost universally present, but tend to increase in frequency, thanks to what he calls colonization, as you grow older. Should you start scrubbing your lashes with a toothbrush? Definitely not, Dr. Miller says. Eyelash mites are creepy, but not a cause for concern. While there's some evidence linking Demodex mite colonization to eyelid inflammation, research hasn't turned up a cause and effect relationship between the two, he adds. So you'll just have to live with your little friends. What else is lurking in your nooks and crannies? Prepare to be sufficiently freaked. Fecal matter. No matter how well you wipe, there's always a little poop residue in your butt crack. About 1/10 of a gram, on average, says Charles Gerba, Ph.D., a microbiologist at the University of Arizona. That excrement inevitably ends up on your underwear. And if you wash your clothes in cold water, which doesn't clean away feces the way hot water does, your crap spreads to all of your other clothing, Gerba explains. Is that a problem? Fecal matter can cause viruses like hepatitis A, a liver infection that'll turn your eyes yellow and keep your stomach in knots for a week or two, Gerba says. He recommends washing your clothes, or at least your underwear, in hot water. Dead skin cells. Okay, these don't sound too bad. But consider this, when you look at your girlfriend, or anyone else you know, pretty much everything you're seeing is deceased. That's because the top layer of her skin, and yours, is composed of many, many dead cells, says Mark Glashofer, MD, of the American Academy of Dermatology. While thousands of those dead cells will flake off every minute of every day you're alive, the rest are just hanging out. They certainly aren't hurting you, Glashofer assures. But still. Skin-eating insects. This may not surprise you after reading the last slide, but most of the dust in your house is actually dead skin. And dust mites live by feeding on those dead cells. But if you have a common skin condition dermatologists call atopic eczema, characterized by a red, itchy skin, you may actually have mites living on and feeding off of the dead cells on your body, Dr. Miller says, citing one study from researchers in Israel. Dr. Miller says some treatments for atopic eczema, such as taking a mild bleach bath, could kill off the mites. But don't try that unless instructed to by your doc, he adds. Toenail fungus. Like tiny petri dishes, your nails collect microorganisms by the millions. And if your toenails appear yellow, thick, and/or brittle, you've acquired a specific type of fungus called trichophyton, which can cause athlete's foot and the skin infection ringworm. Toenail fungus can also occasionally lead to an allergic reaction featuring symptoms like asthma and hives, Dr. Miller says. Prescription treatments are available to treat this fungal infection, he says.